Hey RV family, keep it high, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy reviewing music for the love of music, and I'm back again to bring you another video. 2021 has been quite an incredible year, just not only for music, but for a transformative process of society and how people have both split apart and also come together. But in this video, not only do I want to highlight and commemorate what you guys have done for this community, for this niche, all of the creators that have made so much amazing content, and the resurgence of the bands and the musicians that have been able to successfully get back to touring, to making material, and harnessing all of just the dark atmospheres and the dark things that we have been having to endure, no matter what country you're from, no matter what gender you are, no matter what your age is, with all of these just things that are outside of our control sort of binding us together in one way or another. And in 2021, I myself have went through a lot of changes, both in my own headspace as well as what I like to create. And I wanted to give you guys what to expect from this channel going into 2022. Now, at face value, most of the things will be similar. I'm still going to create a lot of the content that you guys have come to know and love on this channel. Reviews, track reviews, interviews, lists, that type of thing. But I think that I learned a very valuable lesson this year with this channel that I wasn't aware of prior with YouTube. And that is, I pigeonholed myself into believing that patterns meant formulas couldn't be broken. And I want this channel to always be centered around metal because it's what I'm passionate about, it's what I fixate on, it's what I adore and could talk about for hours on end without failure. I adore metal music and I adore all music, but it's primarily what I want this channel to be centered around. For years, I always just rolled this idea around in my head of making more long-form content, making essay videos, making things that could really, be voiced over. Because two things that I don't think a lot of people on this channel know is not only am I a voice actor, I am also a writer. And that is literally what I want to go into, the field that I want to go into. It's what I am most passionate about. I adore writing. And for so long, I looked at everyone else in the niche when I was first starting and I was like, there's just no room for that. There's no place for that. No one's gonna care because algorithmically, there's just no niche for that. You can't really carve it out. And I think one thing I learned is if there isn't a niche, you carve one out yourself. Because I started to dabble in the idea of making essays and I released quite a few that I am extremely proud of. They are by far the videos that I am the most proud about on this channel. I'm talking videos like the Reek of the Unzen Gas Fumes video, the Don't Go video on the Bring Me the Horizon song, the Sun video essay that I did, the Nautram video essay that I did, and quite a few others. Videos that I poured a lot of time, energy, effort into, and they take a very long time to make, so they were always going to be sporadic, but they were what I got most excited about. And not only were they the videos that I enjoyed making the most on this channel, they are the ones that have the most views now on this channel for this year. Sometimes I go back and I look at like the views on like the Sun video, the Reek of the Unzen Gas Fumes video, the Nautram video, and the Bring Me the Horizon video, and I'm like, I just didn't think that people were going to enjoy this content, were going to find value from this content, and it was extremely validating as someone that not only enjoys long-form content, but enjoys prose and writing and voiceovers and scripting and things of that nature and editing it all together to make a cohesive story that can not only educate people, but tell a compelling story based on an actual event. Now, oftentimes I obviously cover very controversial topics, and I don't really see that changing anytime soon. But in 2022, I think one thing that I'm going to allow myself the creative freedom and independence for is to make the things that I want to make and know that it's not necessarily about me. I don't think you guys are necessarily here for me. It's the content at the end of the day. It's the things that I talk about. It's the music I turn you guys on to. It's the opinions I come up with. And even the I Wanna Rant series where I will just do these unedited blips on the radar where I'll pick a topic that interests me that can't really be an essay but isn't a normal video, and I'll release it and it will sometimes get the most engagement and the most amount of comments from you guys, such as the video I did for my father, such as the video I did on like politics and metal and Screamo not being metal, that type of stuff, just videos like that I'm just like, this topic interests me, I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to do a video on it. And I end up following through with that, and I'm like, I feel like this video is probably not going to perform well. And it ends up getting like more comments than a lot of my normal videos. And it sort of takes me back to square one and makes me think, okay, like, obviously these are things that I am good at, things that I enjoy doing, so what's stopping me? And I genuinely think it's just me getting in my own head and convincing myself that it's all just one thing, when it really doesn't have to be, because I can have everything that I already do, but also have these passion projects that I create, that I craft, that I love, and put out to you guys. And if some ideas don't stick, I'm sure you guys will tell me, because y'all are some blunt motherfuckers. Like, y'all will really get straight to the point when something's not right, when something's not good, and I appreciate that criticism because it helps me improve on this channel. But I'm not going to allow myself to just keep myself smothered or asphyxiated making one type of content when there are so many interesting topics that just don't get touched upon, because so many creators just stick to one specific thing and they don't really deviate from that. They just make the same series every couple of days and they just stick to that for years on end. I want to be bigger than that. I want to be able to transcend that in some way, and I want to make content that not only am I proud of, but I think leaves more of an impact than some of the other just shorter videos that I do. I want topics that can get people energized, that can get people thinking and talking and, you know, thinking about the stuff that they believe and the opinions that they may have, and having conversations with me and each other. I just really enjoy enlightening topics, controversial topics, things that don't really get touched upon often because people are either too afraid to touch upon them or don't really have the time, energy, or effort or ability to make these videos. Because while you'll occasionally see some essays in this niche, it is very rare. You don't see them very often because for the most part, they just really don't exist. And even when you do, they're usually very short and they're usually satire, sort of like what Gonalok does or Pagefire, where on face value, they are kind of essay oriented, but they also have comedy interlaced. And I'm not going to say mine aren't funny or I don't put comedy in mine, but generally I like taking more of a serious tone for serious topics and making it sort of this cinematic, theatrical experience that can be viewed, that takes a story that maybe is very blunt at face value and making it very analytic. But at the end of the day, I really want to go into the new year making content that I love, that I enjoy, and continuing the same things that I have always done on this channel, and you guys don't have to worry about anything changing, because it surely isn't. But thank you so much for an incredible 2021, and a lot of dark moments and periods where I didn't really know whether I was coming or going mentally. I knew I could always rely on and count on this channel to make me happy and bring me back to a community that cared about the same things that I cared about. And that's just a really powerful force, because at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for, to just sit in a circle, talk about music, enjoy it. It doesn't have to be too flashy, and that's literally what I love. Just some people talking to cameras about stuff that they love. That's a very powerful tool, and more powerful than some people understand. And we might be in the back corner of YouTube and the internet, and we're never going to be, you know, PewDiePie. We're never going to be that big, but I don't think we need to be. And I've come to terms with the fact that the community and platform that I've not only built but been given has made me so proud of myself, and I want to take that up to the next level in 2022 and make so many great things that I really enjoy. So I understand that you guys just see a dude behind the camera, and I can't possibly express or put into words how much y'all mean to me and how much the support this channel and platform has been given this year. It has meant the world to me in more ways than I can possibly put into words. I can't wait for 2022, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. We got some awesome stuff to look forward to in January, and I have some bigger projects planned too, so look out for that. God, I'm so excited. But for the final time this year, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is. My name is Jay Morse, the Review Guy, and for the final time of 2021, closing this chapter of the channel, I'm signing off saying farewell. Fuck!